Hey, what's up, guys? We're not live. We're recorded in the studio this morning. It is 5:03 right here in the studio. Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Hey, I have some good news. We're done with issue number 6. I'm just buttoning up some stuff, fixing some page numbers on the magazine. That is gonna come out later on today. Needed to get up early in the morning here, do my early morning YouTube video and podcast for you guys. We're recording over on the podcast right now. Don't worry, I see you guys right up there, and you guys out there listening on the podcast, you're on C10 America Talks podcast. C10 America Talks. That is awesome. Hey, thanks for jumping in for the ride this morning. We have a good portion of stuff we want to talk about. We have like a full hour here in the studio, 5:03 until 6:03. So we're gonna talk about some awesome stuff right here. And matter of fact, to kick it off, this video is brought to you guys by the Edge Radio US.com. The Edge Radio US.com. Anyways, that's our buddy Johnny Blender over at the Edge Radio. I believe Johnny is retired, but yet he builds these, awesome, badass, hot rods over in his garage. And then he does, this awesome, radio station, online in his, in his shop over there in Louisiana. That's awesome. So I'm thinking maybe myself and Miss Terry might want to, head over there, sometime, maybe go, see his, shop and, all that, pay him a little visit, say, hello, we're here, hey, what's up, kind of like I do a little surprise, type deal. Anyways, guys, if you're not signed up for the magazine, it comes out later on today. You can pick it up. It's a downloadable digital magazine. We'll take it after we get it done. We'll put it up on, the website, so you guys and gals out there can, download it. It's www.c10americamagazine.com. www.c10americamagazine.com. By the way, guys, if you're a member over in the group and all that, you get signed up for only $5. But if you're not a member, head over to the website www.c10americamagazine.com. Get signed up for $10. I had somebody ask me the other day in the group, what's a non-member and a member? What is the difference? Well, I'll tell you what the difference is. We have some people in the group over there that do not follow rules. Okay, for one thing, they don't belong in the group. And number two, we have those that do follow the rules, but they haven't yet decided on being a member. I thought, just like everybody else, I thought once you join a group, you're a member of it. Well, you can come in, the group, I guess, check it out, I guess, and not be a member of it. I have, a lot of people that they're non-members, but they're, over in the group checking, the group out, so I don't know how that works. Because I thought personally, if you join a group, you're a member of, that group. Anyways, we have members and non-members. So if you are a member, you get the magazine for only $5. If you're not a member, you get it for $10. But yet, $5 or $10, it's still a smoking hot deal compared to, our other competitors, out there. I think for a print magazine, sometimes you're paying, $40-$50 for a year, a print magazine, and and then I think they charge for maybe a download or something like that. All we're doing is we're charging for a download $5 or 10 bucks. Anyways, we do have a new show coming. Probably after Christmas, it'll make its debut right here on YouTube and over on Spotify. So we're gonna kind of change it up a little bit. It'll be an awesome new series here on YouTube called Tailgate Thoughts. Tailgate Thoughts. And it'll be the audio version and the video version. So if you guys want to, really see it, you can come to our YouTube channel and check it out. Or, if you're at work, you're somewhere, you can't watch it, you can put the old earbuds in and, walk around the shop, do what you got to do, but, you can listen to us. So that's coming after Christmas. I'll be a married man. Pardon me. A married man, and we'll debut that, after, Christmas, let's see, at, the shows and all that we go out to, we'll be doing, meet and greets at our booth. You can come up, take photos, tell us about your truck, all that cool stuff. Share that awesome, story, with us. And then we have some awesome metal prints. This one is a 11 by 14 metal print. Check that out. That thing. We took that photo of that truck. We have, for all you guys listening on the podcast, we're holding up a 11 by 14 metal print of a COE, a cab over, truck. It's slammed to the ground in a field with a blue sky and white clouds right above it. And we shot it down in Graham, Texas. We probably did this print probably about 4 or 5 years ago. And look at, the quality. It's still freaking awesome. These for members are $199. Ships in 2 weeks, and it's $25 to ship. So you're looking $99 plus $25, if you're a member. If you're not a member and you're checking out the group, but you're not a member, you're here on YouTube, and you want one of these are a 125. But check this out, they're 125. But I'm doing a deal today, man. I feel good, baby. So from right now it's 5:13. From 5:13 until 11 o'clock tonight on Thursday, September 4th, 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can get these for $99. Normal price is $125. So that saved you, some money, right there. And then at $25 to ship it. Sorry, that's the shipping price. We gotta check it out when it comes in. Then we gotta bag it back up. We gotta box it. Then we ship it. So you're looking at $25 from us to you guys, and you get these in 2 weeks. So that is freaking awesome, and they're so cool too. They're just on this metal, this thin aluminum right here, and they will not fade, they will not smudge, they will not smear, they will not bend, they will not break, and they hold up in the extreme heat, the sun, and they hold up in the rain, the weather, all that. So if it gets a little dewy outside early in the morning, I know you guys out there love going to truck shows, kind of early, in the morning, maybe right before, the sun comes up. So anyways, these would be, totally awesome at your next, truck show. Plus, we just started making show boards, and they are too on metal prints. They're like the posters up there, 20 by 30. So they're a 20 by 30, but they're metal right here. And if you're not a member over in the group, guys, they're $375 for a 20 by 30. You're looking $40 to ship it because the big bulky size. But if you're local, and I tell you what, if you're local and you want a print, a big show board, $375, and we'll knock off that $40 for shipping. We can meet somewhere and deliver that to you if you're like right kind of by us. We're over in North Richland Hills, so if you're kind of in like any city around, you can save that $40 shipping. Otherwise, we have to ship it to you, and that shipping charge is $40. So anyways, from right now until 11 p.m. tonight Central Standard Time, you guys, everybody here watching this video on YouTube, you can get a metal print 11 by 14 for only $99. Normally they're $125. They take only 2 weeks to get, but that's a smoking hot deal, because these, they're going like hotcakes, metal, print. So that is, awesome on the metal print right there. And plus everybody can get one of those. And now, if you're a member in the group, we feature you guys in the magazine, in our C10 America Magazine. Then you can get one of the features, and the features for all the members. All the members are $99. $99. So go over to Facebook and become a member today. You want to make sure you're a member because you get deals on hats and shirts and decals, all that stuff, and prints. So pardon me, the nose. Anyways, if you're a member, you can pick up a metal. Those what I showed you down there are metal prints, 11 by 14 metal prints. These are 11 by 14 metal features. The difference is that is one big photograph of your truck, a metal print. This is a feature. We feature your truck in our C10 America Magazine, which, by the way, is coming out later on today. And I'll tell you what, if you head over to the website www.c10americamagazine.com, get over there and you get signed up for $10 over there for the magazine. We're gonna send you a free sticker pack. And I tell you what, if you get our friend to get signed up too, we'll send him a free sticker pack as well. So that's awesome. You're getting a free sticker pack that is valued at $10. And then you're getting the download magazine for $10. That's a $20 value. You're getting the magazine for 1 year, and you're getting a sticker pack for only $10. So that right there, that's a rocking deal. So anyways, get up there, get signed up, because later on today we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drop issue number 7, and then we'll take a couple of days off to try and get caught up with stuff here. We got stuff we gotta get mailed out. We have other stuff I need to work on here in the studio. I'm trying to get everything done, but yeah, that's what it is, guys. So anyways, if you guys want a metal feature and you're not a member, I tell you what, go over and today become a member in the group over on Facebook. And guys, I gotta tell you, our group is growing over on Facebook. It's my job. It's what I do each and every day. You see me on here every day. Hey, what's up? So I get on here every day, bring you updates, bring you comments of the group, how everything's going, where we're going, what shows, what events we're gonna appear at, and stuff like that. So that is so cool. But no, really, after we take and get the magazine all buttoned up, we're done with everything. Like I said, I'm just dotting the I's and crossing the T's, making everything making sure everything is good to go on issue number 7. After we get it good to go, we make a big pretty much what our magazine is, guys, if you're wondering. After we design it, we save it as a PDF, and it is like a big PDF file. So when you get it, you can view it, as a PDF. So if you have a PDF viewer, boom, you can view it on your phone, on your tablet, on your laptop, on your desktop, or wherever you guys get email, it'll come to. But we'll take and put it up over on the website, so everybody going to the website can take and one cool thing about it being over on the website, as soon as you guys out there buy it or purchase it for $10, you can boom download it right then and there. And so that's for people just knowing about the magazine, or they want to download the new issue over on the site. They can download it right there, pay the price, $5-10 over there, and boom, have it downloaded right to your smart device. So that is so awesome. Anyways, guys, we just started doing show boards. I said metal show boards. They're 20 by 30 in size. Show boards are only 20 by 30 in size. For non-members, you're looking at $375 in the price. Member price is $275. So see right there, just by being a member, you guys save $100 right there. If you're not a member, then you're paying that $375. But at $375, they are they're worth it. They're awesome. I like them better than a lot of the other ones out there made of plastic or made out of printed on foam core, and they break, a big wind or big breeze comes and breaks it apart, bows it, it ain't gonna happen with our metal prints. And I had a friend of mine, then his metal print went through a fire like a year ago, and he sprayed it, cleaned it off, good as new. Right? It looks just like it did right when we brought it to him. So that is so cool. Nobody was hurt or harmed in the fire. He lost, I think, a couple cars, but they since rebuilt, and that is it's great that nobody was harmed in that. The podcast, guys, I know you guys, you're still up there listening. I did not forget. You're up there on C10 America Talks, the best, talk show podcast about, C10 American loving patriots that love, their C10 out there. We love you guys up there. Anyways, we're always looking to put, the next cool person here on, the podcast. And we're looking at maybe getting Chip Foose on the podcast. We want to try and get Dave Kindig on the podcast. Jay Leno, we sent an email out to. We're waiting for confirmation, back that they got it. We're looking at maybe getting Tim Allen on the podcast, Joe Martin, Joe Coddington, the wife of, late great hot rod icon Boyd Coddington, who kind of shaped my path and my career back in 1994. That'll be on, another show. I'll tell you, a little more about that story. But anyways, Joe Coddington just opened up, the Coddington Speed Shop. So you want to go check it out online, or I'll find out where it is, and then you can go down there and check it out. So that's the Coddington Speed Shop, and CoddingtonSpeedShop.com. They got hats, they got shirts, they got decals. You need to go, check, them out. And they build hot rods and all that. And then I think I even saw somewhere they're gonna be building, badass, C10 trucks, and all that. And C10 trucks, baby, is, all the rage. I mean, everybody loves, C10 trucks. I think even people under a rock like, C10 trucks. Anyways, last but not least, I want to talk to Bill right down there at Extensive. So that'll be, awesome, from Extensive Metalworks, right down there. So that would be, pretty cool getting Bill on the podcast and all that. And plus, I want to hear from you guys. We built the podcast for you guys. And, every now and then, we're going to throw in, a big name, keep it going and all that. But majority of, the podcast, it's pretty much all you guys, out there, that have big dreams and, big hopes, on your C10. We want to hear those dreams. We want to hear those, hopes, on our podcast, so we can get them out, to, everyday Americans all over, the world. And by the way, that podcast up there is worldwide. So we got people listening from, halfway around the world. We got people from Japan. We got people from Sweden, from, the UK, from, I think I even saw some people from England, from Saudi Arabia, from India. I mean, it is the Netherlands. It is awesome. They show me on the dashboard or the desktop, they show me a map of the whole U.S. And we have it faded out in yellow, where everything is, everybody is, listening from. And that's so cool. And you can click on it, and then it's a Sweden. Or you click on it, is a Saudi Arabia. Or you click on it, and you get the gist. It is, so, awesome. So, anyways, we're looking at getting, all those, awesome folks on the podcast. And by the way, if you guys are watching or, up there on, C10 America Talks, listening to, the podcast, we want to get you and your story, on here. And don't worry, And don't think for 1 minute that just because you're not in our group over on Facebook, we're not going to put you on, the podcast. Wrong, babe. Wrong answer. If you're a C10 loving American, passion loving C10 American with, the passion, the drive, the determination, all that, and you want to share, your thoughts, maybe your story on your C10, but you're not over in, the group and all that. We want to hear from you. Put a comment right down below, and we'll get back to you. Usually within, within the hour, if not, the next day. And like I tell everybody and all my friends, the best way to get a hold of me through the day is pretty much through Facebook, because I have Facebook on, the entire day. I'll turn it on here at 6. Excuse me, turn it on at 6, and I have that running in, the background. It's if I'm doing, other stuff, on the computer, I still have Facebook running. Maybe I'm not really, on it, putting up posts or watching videos or whatever, what have you. But I have it up in the background, so I hear, all the freaking notifications. Man, I got some sleepy dust in, my eye, I guess. I did not wipe my eye, that good, this morning. So, anyways, I want to say a big shout out to, my future mother-in-law out there, Fern. Fern, if you're watching, Jim, if you're watching, you guys are, the bomb. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. They know their future son-in-law does, a lot of lives on, the YouTube, on the Facebook, and I do a lot of, interviews, out there and stuff like that. And I need a good, mic to use out there at, shows and all that. So big kudos to you guys. Thank you guys. Got the Mini Mic Pro here, Mini Mic Pro. The good thing about the Mini Mic Pro, it's great on, your voice. If you have kind of a loud, kind of just a loud voice. I'll just say that, a loud voice. If you have a lower voice, the mic has a hard time picking that up. Mini Mic Pro is not really the mic for you if you do, a lot of interviews with, a lot of background noise. Other than background noise, if you're doing interviews somewhere where there's limited background noise, these are, fine. My buddy Jeff, aka Roller from Rolling with Roller, and Derek over on, Facebook and YouTube, we introduced him to the Mini Mic Pro. He loves it, but the only thing is he does interviews sometimes with a lot of noise behind him. We're looking for some other mics. If we find them, we'll bring them to you. We'll tell you about them. But guys, right now I'm talking to the social gurus out there, the content creators. Hey, what's up? it's Uncle Rich. Just joking. But anyways, if you guys out there want to up your game on, your, mic on your cell phone, let me get this right. You're doing probably everything, all your videos on your iPhone, right? You're probably doing all the videos on the front facing camera, right? Well, wrong. If you're like, doing all these videos on your phone, that's great, it's awesome, but stop doing them on the front facing camera. I'll tell you why. Because you need to get the King Ma blog or vlog screen. It hooks on to the back of your camera. So your content creators, guys and gals out there, I bet a nickel to a donut, what Dad would always say and what Dad still says, I bet a nickel to a donut, you're doing some awesome coverage out there. You're doing some great, coverage out there. However, you're using the front-facing, camera. And if you're using the front-facing camera, that means only one thing. The background right back there is going to be backwards. Or that chair that's over on, the right here is going to be over on the left. So everything will be cattywampus. It'll be, kind of reversed, pictures, all that, stuff. But the King Ma, you can get one of these over on Amazon for, I think, between 66 and 99 bucks. A year ago, they were 159 to 149. I'm sorry, 149 to 159. I didn't buy one then. I waited, and I said, no, they're too much. Wait till the price comes down. Then I need to say a big shout out to our buddy Scott Stout, right down there in Snyder. He's gonna be putting on the White Buffalo car show right down there in Snyder, and it's gonna blow the doors off any car show kind of down there. The one to go to down there would be the White Buffalo and the Rat Pack right down there. We'll have a booth at both of them. The Rat Pack next year, 2026. That'll be May 16th, and then the White Buffalo show. After we get more info, we'll let you know about that. But the White Buffalo show was around back in the day, and Scott and his friends are bringing that back. So anyways, big shout out to Scott. He got us the King Ma, so that is awesome. So when we try and go out, we'll try and use this a lot of the time, use a back facing camera. Matter of fact, the King Ma is right here. So this King Ma is out of the box. It's all charged up, ready to go. We use that a lot here, in the studio whenever I'm doing little videos off this computer, maybe on the on the cell phone right back there, so I can show you guys how to do a podcast, and I'll probably maybe maybe I'll do a video, a little later on, and show you guys, what I do to, do the podcast. We're at 5:43, guys. We're going until 6:03. So, let's see here. Our old hot rod interviews. I know you're probably asking about those. Our old hot rod interviews are sitting in the computer in the archive, collecting dust. Well, anyways, right after I get done with the magazine, I want to put T-shirts up. Then I want to work on, the old interviews. I'll make them podcasts, and I'll put them up over on, the site. We're making a new group or a new page over on the site called America's, car show scene. America's car show scene. And then I'll have our back hot rod interviews, and if you like them, you can download them for 99 cents. I think over on Apple iTunes, if you want to download songs or something, it's $1.29 or something like that. It will be 99 cents over on the website. But everything right here on Spotify.com and all that, it is totally free for, C10 America Talks right here, totally free. If you want something a little different, more edgy, more rock and rollish, more, heart pumping, that heart pumping, power, hot rods and all that, you can go over to, the website, download our old hot rod, interviews, and, check those out. Anyways, my buddy Jamie just got his 11 by 14 feature. That is awesome. New mics, noise canceling. We're looking at, when we get more info, we'll let everybody know. We do have a new series coming. I think I touched on that. It'll be a audio version and a video version, only seen here on YouTube. It'll be Tailgate Thoughts. So that would be pretty cool. Tailgate, Thoughts. And then let's see. I need to say a big shout out to Old Air Products. Big shout out to them. They gave me a ball cap that says Old Air Products on it to wear, so you guys rock, out there. They totally believe in us, and all that. Let's see here. This live, this video, and on that, I think I said before, it is brought to you guys by theedgeradious.com. Theedgeradious.com. Our buddy Johnny Blender over there in Louisiana, he builds some awesome badass, hot rods in his shop, but yet he does an awesome online radio station right there too. So that is so awesome. I can run down, a couple of sponsors, then I'll get out of here. Maybe a little early here, so I can get some stuff done. I want to say a big shout out to Boss Hogg Torque Converters. Boss Hogg Torque Converters. That is 2817 East Avalon Avenue, Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Zip code 35661. If you need to give them a ringy dingy, a call them toll free at 888-267-7464. That number again, toll free, 888-267-7464. Then we scoot on down to Bridgeport, Texas. We're going to yesterday's 50s Diner. That is 305 West U.S. Highway 380, Bridgeport, Texas, 76426, 76426. If you need to, give them a call, area code 940-683-6620. That number again, area code 940-683-6620. Then I talked to Matt, earlier, this year, and he's like, hey, Rich. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He said, hey, you're going to do these lives and, talk about your sponsors, advertisers, all that, right? And I said, yes, I am. He's like, do me a favor. Can you mention to, your members, and everybody else, on YouTube and all that, that we have homemade hand-scooped ice cream. And I said, yeah, no problem. I'll mention that. I'll tell everybody homemade hand-scooped, ice cream. I've had, the old ice cream. I haven't had, the new homemade, but myself and I think Terry and, Scott Stout, we're going to be headed down to the diner. We're going to do a full-on YouTube video right down there. We'll be getting content for, our YouTube, channel down there. And we might do some clips of driving, the C10 truck, and clips of me sitting down, at, the table, and, all that stuff. So it'd be cool beans. If you guys want to, show up and watch what is going down there, by all means, it's a free country. Come on down. Try their homemade hand-scooped ice cream, and they have to die for the ultimate bacon cheeseburger and onion rings. I probably don't need that because cholesterol in my stomach. I'm trying to diet and fit into my swimsuit. Well, okay, maybe not that, but I'm trying to diet, and all that. Anyways, if you can, check out LoadedDieSpeedShop.com. LoadedDieSpeedShop.com. They're located at 6831 Ash Street, Frisco, Texas. And they are, their phone number, if you need to give them a call, area code 214-705-6442. That number is 214-705-6442. Or if you need to, email them, you can do so at garage at LoadedDieSpeedShop.com. Garage at LoadedDieSpeedShop.com. Excuse me, pardon me. And then last but not least, I want to say a big shout out to, Connor's Car Show. They're located over in Keller, Texas. They have, the, awesome Connor Foundation, and all the monies they raise goes to the Scottish Rite Hospital, the Down Syndrome Partnership, and the Cook's Children's Hospital. So it goes out to, help all the kids and the families taken care of, these, special God's greatest gifts, out there. So if you guys want to help, you want to donate, go to connorfoundation.org. That one more time is connorfoundation.org, or go to connorscarshow.com. If you want to volunteer, you want to be a vendor, or you want to maybe advertise, be on their t-shirt, maybe have a vendor booth out there, all that cool stuff. Matter of fact, we have the Connors plaque right back there on the break and all that. You got Todd Jumpman, Lydia Jumpman over there. You got Darren over there. You got Rudy over there. Yes, I did not forget you, Rudy. You got Braden over there. You got Elizabeth, and then you got all the many volunteers that keep on coming together every year. We just had our 11th annual Connor's Car Show. That was so cool. And to me, guys, it's like it almost gets bigger and bigger every year. So that's awesome. Then this year we had a very, very special guest. We had Glenn Beck out there from the Blaze Radio and the Blaze TV. Glenn came out with his son. He brought a couple of his cars. He won some trophies out there, as a matter of fact. So that is totally awesome. Glenn took, and we'll see if we can get Glenn on the podcast C10 America Talks. That would be so awesome. I think Glenn has a C10. If not, he can get a C10 and then come on the show and talk about it, guys. Anyways, we are at 5:55. We're 5 minutes away from getting off here. We're still on the podcast C10 America Talks out there. I did not forget about you guys. I see you guys up there right behind the YouTube cam here, and it just going wacky. The sound vibes and all that. Anyways, I want to say a big shout out real quick to Sweet Patina, Blake and his dad. They're freaking awesome over at what they do. Blake and his dad, they're down to earth, guys. Sweet Patina is gonna become the patina product of C10 America. So I know when I get my 2 C10 trucks, they will be patina. I'm not painting them. I'm not laying down a nice paint job. They might be built from underneath with good and awesome running gear underneath the truck. But far as painting bodywork goes, I don't even think I'm gonna put a clear coat over the patina. I'm just gonna put the patina sauce and all that over it to, keep that patina so it don't rust anymore, so it just stays the way it is. By the way, guys, if you're not signed up for the magazine, this is issue number 3. You can go back and get issue number 3, if you want to. But anyways, guys, issue number 7 comes out tonight. So you want to make sure you pick that up over at C10 America Magazine.com. C10 America Magazine.com. And we're doing something new. Everybody that was on a front cover, we're making the front cover a metal print. So everybody that was on, the front cover will have a metal print made. It will only be for, the people, pardon me, hair in my nose, that will only be for the people that were on, the front cover at $99. So the people on the front cover, they get a metal print of, the front, cover, guys. So we are at 5:59. We're gonna go ahead and get off here at 6. I need to go get something to drink my throat and all that. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. This has been C10 America Mornings here on YouTube, the video, and then the audio version over on C10 America Talks, the audio version on the podcast. We love you guys, and remember, Monday through Friday we do lives and the podcast, and then Monday through Sunday we do the YouTube videos and the podcast. We're always doing the podcast no matter what. So it is 6 o'clock straight up. We'll take and we'll jump on here tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully we'll have some other exciting breaking news. We'll see you guys then. Have a great day. Stay blessed and keep it classic. We love you guys. Take care.